Hi Virgo, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with a reading. Virgo, this is going to be what are their true intentions in love. And so Virgo, I have your cards here, right? And we have the dragonfly. And this is all about self-reflection. It's possible you're thinking about money, right? Prosperity. Or I feel like you were just trying to like feel the light or receive the light, like the knowledge, right? And the wisdom. Because right after you have the mind, and the mind is in this deck, it is the fox. Yeah, so maybe, you know, you're trying to make up your mind about somebody who's kind of been sneaking. But it could simply be that you feel like your mind is tricking you, because whenever we see the fox, especially with the mind, it could be some, I feel like there's some type of confusion for you about a decision, and, or subconsciously, maybe you're thinking that you're making some type of decision, or you're reflecting on something that could be a little sneaky, right? It could be like, you know, just, it could be like that, right? It's how our subconscious sometimes works, right? It can fool us, it can mess with us, and sometimes it can, I don't know, guide us in the right way, right? We also have this card, the Thunder Drum, Virgo. I just feel like you're trying to make a decision, or if it's not a decision, it's definitely a major reflection. And I feel like it's about somebody probably you love. We have the King of Arrows over here. He's carrying, he looks like he's on a journey. But, you know, maybe he's just, I think he actually is up in the clouds. Yeah, I thought he was in the water. He's up in the clouds, and, you know, this is Adonis. I remember I used to have a neighbor who was a real cutie, and, you know, oh, what's your name? Adonis. I'm like, okay. But it's a Latino guy, right? And so, you know, the King of Arrows here is carrying the flowers, or he's holding flowers. It's almost like he's making a decision about love. And the Thunder Drum card is here. This is somebody who wants to tell somebody something, right? This is what they did in the Cherokee culture and the Cherokee tribe. They, you know, they beat the drum when they were like declaring something. I feel like you want to declare your love to somebody, right? Kind of looks that way. But let's see what we have. And today we're going to use a Lover's Path Tarot deck, and tomorrow we'll use the Player's Path Tarot deck. Just kidding, you guys. And so let's see what we have. We don't have a deck like that, no. Maybe I should create one. So let's see what we have, you guys. And your challenge over here, Virgo, is, or some obstacle you have here, right, is the Five of Staves. And these people are fighting, and yeah, they're fighting with each other. And, you know, the man, he looks like he's, you know, picking up a staff here, or a wand, but he's, the woman's, like the woman's in front of him, like he's going to hit her, but I don't think he's trying to hit her. I don't, you know, only nowadays is, sometimes it gets to be so cruel that, you know, they have created all this anger between us by design, so they can divide and conquer. Yeah, so, you know, but there could be some fighting here, Virgo, for sure. And your mind, maybe you are fighting in your mind, but the Five of Wands, you know, maybe you're just super challenged. Let's have a look here. And your person over here, what's on their mind is contemplation. And this is, you know, about Abelard and Eloise. That is a love story, you know. But this is the Virgo card, the Hermit card, contemplation. Yeah. I believe it is. Yeah. And so this is, you know, this is, maybe your person is doing this. And, you know, with this mind contemplating, right? Because we have the dragonfly, and this is all about self-reflection. And we know, you know, the self-reflection is something of the mind. And here with the fox here, this is on your person's mind. So you're either on their mind, or they are contemplating about you, most likely. This is actually what's on your mind here. So, you know, anyway here, you know, this is really interesting. But the reading can be switched, is my whole point, right? So, you know, yeah. So let's get back to this, you guys. So, you know, the King of Wands is your person's challenge, Virgo. Maybe they are King of Wands. Maybe they are Aries, Leo, or Sag, right? And then we have the Queen of Cups in this reading. Maybe they are Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And then in your energy also is the King of Arrows. So it could be any of these people, right? The King of Arrows is Swords, and this is Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. You know, and your person, it looks like they want some type of an awakening. For me, it's kind of like it could be forgiveness here, right? This is Cupid, and he's coming to Psyche, I believe. Yeah, and Cupid was the, the god of love, I feel like he was. But Psyche was his girlfriend, yeah, or his lover, or his wife, any of those. But this is your person, like, wants some type of an awakening. And I feel like it has to do with kind of forgiveness and like a rebirth. So, we have the Five of Arrows, Virgo, and this is your energy here. And, this lady here she looks like she's reaching out for, this is the Five of Swords. She looks like she's reaching out for the angel here. And all these swords are kind of, falling. It's just, we're going to see what that's about. We know what it's about typically, but this deck is a little bit different. So we want to have a look here. Your person's in this energy next to the Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Coins. They have the Four of Arrows. This is recovering. I feel like they could be dreaming, really. This is typically like somebody who is highly in reflection, right? And these two people are asleep, kind of like the man in the church and the Four of Swords. But they're together, they're sleeping, and they're sleeping next to the ocean. It's really beautiful, and the door is open, and so it looks like it's kind of like dawn or whatever, or, but these people are dreaming. This is, some type of dreaming. Your person here is kind of dreaming for an awakening, and they're afraid either that they're going to lose their stability with you, or that maybe financial, but maybe both, their stability here, because we have the Four of Coins. In their challenge, we do. So let's see what we have. And let's have a look here at the Five of Arrows here for you, Virgo. And let's see what we have, the Five of Arrows. And this is ego-oriented competition. This is your energy here in the recent past. And this is conflict and dissension. Yeah, I feel like you might want to leave here. Dissension is, like, don't want to be part of the group, right? Yeah, don't want to be part of the group that gets jabbed. Yeah. But maybe not. I'm not sure. I hope you have your choice is my whole point, right? But, this is dissension. I feel like you want to leave this situation here with your person, and they're hoping this person is really kind of dreaming about some type of, like, a reconciliation. So I'm not sure if you are physically with them or not, or just in a relationship and they live somewhere else. Let's see what else we have. And let me open this window, guys. It's like, how do you say, plena verano here. Like, we're in full bloom in this summer. We are. Just a week ago, it was windy and cold. And I go, wow, fall's already here. It's weird. But the fires aren't burning, so that's good. They've already let it burn, like, so much, right? And that's, that's all by design. It is. So let's continue here. I feel like you kind of want to leave a situation. The King of Swords, you're making a decision about dissension, about leaving. And you feel conflicted here because you have the Five of Staves. So you're either leaving somebody physically, or, like I said, if you don't live with them, you really kind of want to leave, like this relationship, right? And this is losing sight of what's important because of petty disagreements. That's what this is talking about, the Five of Arrows. It's possible here that you are thinking about, it's possible you're thinking about another situation here, Virgo, where you had some type of petty disagreements with somebody. Because this is really deep. This is like, it's a very deep reading. It doesn't have, it's got a few, it only has two, we have two major arcana here, but we have three court cards here. This is a heavy reading. And we have the Ace of Coins. So, most of this reading is either a court card, a major arcana, and then we have an ace. Yeah, so this is a major reading here. So it's possible, I feel like you are contemplating something. You're in some type of decision mode here. I feel like you want to tell somebody something here. The Thunder Drum. We have three oracle cards here today. You guys usually, Usually we, you know, kind of utilize these various decks, right? Usually we have more, but it's very clear kind of what's going on here. And let's see what the King of Arrows has to say. And we already know this is the King of Swords, right? He's holding his arrow with the heart at the end. And let's see what it says about the King of Arrows. Yeah. And this is authority, responsibility, and detachment. Look at that. So over here, you know, this is like kind of dissension or petty argument, something like that. And the King of Arrows is here, and he is like thinking about detachment possibly. And this is what I was saying before I, said that about the detachment. So the Five of Wands, Five of Staves is in your challenge here. And this is all about conflict, competition. We said that in Dissension. Okay, so we have the Five of Arrows and the Five of... Your conflict is Dissension. And then we have the Five of Arrows is... Wow, we have these 2 fives here already, Virgo. This is like... These are typically turning points and endings. They are. It's like a crisis or a turning point. It doesn't always have to be a final ending, but it does really kind of talk about turning points and crises, and that's what's going on here. And let's see what they say about the Five of Arrows. Struggle, distrust, and arguments. That's over here. You're in a situation where somebody doesn't trust you. That's why we have the mind with the fox right here. I was saying that at the beginning of the reading. When we see the mind with the picture of the fox there, there's like some cheating or or mistrust. The Queen of Cups is what you want. It could be, this could just be your energy. And this could be the person who has been in your energy for a while. This could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It usually is. This is a Soldi. And I believe she was a Scot. But she, you know, was in love with Tristan. So let's have a look at the Queen of Cups. It looks like, you know, she's going to have a cup of wine there or something. Let's see what it says. And the Queen of Cups is soulfulness, emotion, inspiration, and receptivity. Maybe you were in this energy in the past, possibly. Sometimes this can, sometimes I look to this as, it can be past energy. Let's see what it says here. Emotional mastery of all the suit of cups suggests. Okay, seductive emotions. Let's get a card on that, and we're going to get, where are these cards here for Virgo? And the Prince of Cups, Tristan. This is really interesting, because this is a couple, right? We have all these couples in this deck. This is what you want. Whether or not you want a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or, you know, somebody named Tristan. My point about it is that this is a couple. This is what you want. You want to be a couple with somebody here. And I don't feel like if you're with somebody now, it's not with that person. In fact, you're thinking of dissension. And you're in a situation which is leaving, right? Like the Cubans dissented, right? From, they didn't want to be a part of the whole, you know, communist movement, right? And they haven't had any choice now for 60 years. This is what they want here. And people don't want to, they don't want to see it. If we don't fight for our choices, there will be none. Zippo. So let's keep going, you guys. Contemplation, Virgo, is your fear. And this is the Hermit card, right? Let's see what we have, you guys. Let's have a look at this little tiny book that I'll practically pay somebody to type one of these books, you guys, all right? Because it's so small. It's meant for young eyes, it is. I have a young face with old eyes, all right? Let's look at the Contemplation card. It's number 9. And this is, yeah, the Hermit. And let's see what it has to say. Withdrawal, introspection, and retreat. And this is your fear. I feel like or your doubt. I feel like you want to withdraw from a situation, but it's possible you are concerned about possibly declaring your love for somebody and them withdrawing. That's a real possibility. So let's see what else we have here for... Let's see, we have your person as the Ace of Coins with the Four of Arrows. The Ace of Coins is also known as the Ace of Pentacles. And, you know, they have this this beautiful, you know, coin here. It also has, it has the crown, the wings, and the heart, like, you know, something is taking flight, because this is the Lover's deck. This is your person's past energy. They have the Four of Arrows. The King of Wands is their challenge. It's possible here that we're talking about these characters right here. It could be any of these, King of Arrows, Wands, or Cups. But this is, you know, this person is either this King of Staves, or this is the person that maybe you are thinking about going towards, a King of Wands. But it can be anybody, you guys, because these readings are for the collective, all right? So let's look at the Four of Arrows, right? Yeah, and see what that has to say. This is your person's current energy. They are also in introspection, isolation, and healing. So these two people are together, but, you know, typically maybe your person is isolating themselves, right? They could be, and this is, you and your person both are in introspection. It looks like you're in together physically, but you're kind of like not really talking to each other, or not getting along, and there could be some petty arguments here. And yeah, and so it's possible this person maybe feels like they need a more detached view of things, right? Like they need to step back and really look at the situation. It could be, and we also have the detachment from the everyday world to regain balance. Yeah. So your person here is totally in introspection here, and I feel like in the past they might have had this Ace of Coins with you, which is, you know, something really stable and something really beautiful, right? They could have had that opportunity with you. And it's also possible that this person thinks that you wanted this with somebody in the past, or you had this with somebody else, because there's so much challenging energy in this reading. Right, we start out with 2 5s. Yeah, and this 5 is right in the challenge. I just feel like, and we see the mind in all these cards. I just feel like there's something major going on. I feel like you or your person is thinking about leaving this union. Yeah. So let's see what they have to say. And the Ace of Coins is the Lovers. What? Okay, no, the Ace of Coins is not the Lovers. They have this well, they have this book. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay. Fertility, growth, and prosperity. The beginning of a new phase filled with good fortune. Attainment of material goals. Let's get a card for your person, because they have the Four of Arrows here. Let's see what it says. And they have the Eight of Wands. I feel like your person is trying to figure out here if you... I feel like this person wants change with you, but they could also be trying to figure out here if you are like really kind of making a decision to walk away. Like, I feel like they feel this for some. Or they feel that you are really considering some other situation. And somebody in this reading wants to declare something, the thunder drum. This is like really something to say. It's not just like, hey, well, I'm tired of fighting, or, you know, let's work things out. Let's have a dinner date Friday night. It's something really major, this thunder drum, that, you know, let's see what we have. And we have, you know, the Eight of Staves with growth, and then your person also has the Four of Staves, but this is in the challenge with the King of Wands. And the Four of Staves is these two people they look like they're getting married here, right? They're definitely, you know, they're together, they're kissing under that little threshold where sometimes people get married outside. And this is your person's challenge. I feel like this person is in introspection, and on some level they're trying to detach from this. I think that they think that you want another union with somebody. Here you are wanting this couple, Queen of Cups, and I mean, you know, Isolde and Tristan are a couple. These are on 2 separate cards, and this is in your desire. You want a union with somebody. This is deep love. These two people really loved each other, and they were on the different sides of kind of like the war. Like her father, you know, her father was on one side of, you know, like one kingdom, and then Tristan was in a different kingdom. And this is why he died. Because he was fighting and he died, right? And so she couldn't be with him in the end because, you know. But I feel like you want to be with somebody right here. The awakening is your person's desire is showing up right here with the Ten of Staves. See, they're carrying a major burden here. Yeah. They want to, I feel like your person wants to return to like the way things were. They want to reawaken this, right? But the Ten of Wands is holding it down, right? There's too many problems here. This is too heavy for this person. And the Four of Coins is going to be their fear. And we have the Magic card. So this is the Magician, right? And this is Merlin and Vivienne. Really interesting here. And let's look at, I want to see what it has to say here about this awakening. And this is what they want with Cupid and Psyche. We know Cupid's all about love. We've known about that since we were kids, right? If we, you know, got to read any Greek mythology or even in watching cartoons, right? And those movies, you guys, you know, the movies that they have, all these superhero movies are, watch them because they're a lot of them are predicting the future and they're not good. They're predicting some of this evil these people are trying to do. So let's see. I don't mean these lovers, you guys. We're talking about people who run things. Let's look at the Awakening card. The Sun, and this is the traditional card. This is really the Sun. Wow. I would have thought this was Judgment. Interesting. This is Awakening. Okay. And creativity, success, fertility, and optimism. Your person's trying to keep up their... They want this to be fertile. They want this to be ripe. They want this to be like productive. Like let's make love and let's make this like the Empress. But let's have something that's alive, right? Yeah, let's have something that's fruitful and that, you know, feels like we're really doing something here and that we really have a union together. This person here, and that's what they want. And this is optimism as well. But it's here coupled with the Ten of Wands. Like they feel like they can't do this. Like they can't have this with you. And Cupid is waking her up. Cupid is waking up Psyche. Let's see what it says about the story of Cupid and Psyche. And it says, okay. Emotional awakening, an expansive, life-affirming energy that brings opportunities and optimism, love and sexuality, creativity, relationships with children. Where is the story of Psyche? Here it is. Okay. It says Venus, okay, was jealous of Psyche's outstanding beauty. She instructed her son Cupid to pierce Psyche with his arrow so she would foolishly love the first creature she saw. But Cupid loved Psyche. He rescued her and secretly took her as his bride. Secretly, right? Psyche burned Cupid by accident when she tried to see him by lamplight, and the angered god flew away. Venus put forth many trials to Psyche, whom she pleaded for her forgiveness. Cupid and Psyche were soon rejoined, awakened in the precociousness of their love by its testing. So this, you know, this is about somebody's love who was tested. This person feels like their love is being tested. Like you don't love them anymore. And in their fear, Virgo, is the Four of Coins. This is, you know, holding on to money or holding on to your love, either one, right? And showing up with the Magician here. And as I said, this is Merlin. He was King Arthur's magician or wizard. You want to call him a sorcerer, you can. That's what they were. And self-empowerment, mastery, actualization, and growth. Your person's afraid they're never going to kind of like see this grow. Yeah, and I feel like they're also afraid that, you know, maybe they're going to lose the stability or the money with you, financial stability, but they're afraid you're going to create something else. Like and I feel like you could be trying to do that. We're going to end this reading, Virgo. We're going to go to the extended. They're all super affordable. We're going to see how they feel about you, your person, the issues between you guys. What's on your mind? And we're going to see what's on their mind, not yours. What's on their mind, their near future, who's in their environment, or what physical or what emotional feelings, kind of, what you don't know about them, and their true intentions. Yeah, thank you so much, you guys, for joining me here. God bless. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.